Hi everyone, this video is set to explain the notice and agenda, which is part of your Term 2 Microsoft Word. You are going to do notice and agenda, you are going to do minutes, you are also going to do business or official letters. So they are a bit similar to one another, but you just need to know which one is which, especially regarding the applications that you are doing in those activities, such as the other ones comes with the address. You need to know how to set in tabs for addresses. You need to know how do you do the numbering. You need to know which one is which that you bold. Like for example, let's check the format here. You need to know the notice of the meeting with the agenda, how it is typed. For example, the name of the company or the letterhead if you have a letterhead, but we don't do letterheads currently. Name of a company in uppercase and bold and centered. Enter 2 times. The notice to, whether it's to the board or members of the board or whatever, that alone, it goes separately in uppercase and in bold. You enter 2 times, then you have that paragraph or sentence that goes along as an introductory part for your notice. Then you have the word agenda, it is in uppercase and bold, and then from there you are going to have numbering. Numbering is very important. Majority of people, they lose marks in numbering. You need to get numbering from the word go. I will do the numbering. You need to get them from the word go. There are rules that you need to apply correctly. Then we move on. Once you are done, you enter 2 times, whether from the last numbering or from the last sentence or paragraph. You enter 2 times. Then by order of maybe board members or whatever, it will depend on what the exercise is saying. From there, you enter minimum of 4 times to the maximum of 6 times. Then the name of a person who is sending the letter together with their designation, with their secretaries, with their chief executive officers, with their managers. If enter 2 times, if you have notes to the agenda, you will write them under that. But now that word notes to agenda, it is in uppercase and in bold. If it's numbering, you follow the correct format of numbering. If there are sentences, you don't bold and do anything. So this is what you need to know. The video of a minute is separate from this one, so I will only explain the notice with agenda, and then the video of the minutes will be attached separately. So now the example that I'm doing, I'm just going to do exercise 3.1. Let's go to Microsoft Word. So what I did is I just snip tool this, I pasted it here, I made sure that I go to view, then I've got multiple pages, then I have this exercise. You do that just to save your time. I have now this exercise on my left hand, then I have the page here where I'm typing whatever that is here. Now this is the notice. Now we need to apply the correct rules. I have typed it as it is. Remember they said the name of the, I'm gonna delete this and then paste the format of our exercise so that you are able to see where am I taking you to. So I'm just gonna snip tool this, go to new. Now I'm gonna snip tool, come on. I'm gonna snip to this new. This is what I'm gonna snip to, and make sure I paste it now here. Right, so let's say the name of the company, that should be there on top, uppercase and in bold. So this is the name of the company, uppercase and bold. So I bold it, I made it uppercase, then I centered it. You see it is centered. name, then enter 2 times. I entered 1, 2. Then the notice to the shareholders, it was written in the exercise. Notice to the shareholders, that word alone, it should be uppercase, it should be bold. So you just type everything as it is, and then you just apply all those things once you are done. This is the sentence that goes along as an introductory part. So you type it as it is. It's got the time, the venue, and everything. Then the word agenda separately, it is uppercase and bold. And then from here, these are numbering. So we need to set in numbering here. This is the exercise. We are looking for this exercise. Exercise 3.1. Sorry. So we've got numbering until 4.2, which is the last part. Then we have this sentence separately from the numbering. So numbering, you firstly type numbers as they are. I mean the sentences that are part of numbering as they are. When you are done, remember per number or per sentence, you leave a space in between like I did. You see here, they are just typed in a paragraph and then they are said to you, you need to number correctly. So how do you do that? You type this minutes of the previous annual general meeting. That's number 1. You enter 2 times. You type number 2, presentations of financial statements. You are done. Enter 2 times. You go to number 3. You type the sentence of number 3. Enter 2 times. Number 4. Enter 2 times. 4.1 till 4. You enter 2 times. And then you leave it like that. Now you've got all the spaces. See that they are in sentence. And then according to this one, you see these are the rules of the numbering. First level heading, it is always uppercase and bold. What is first level heading? First level heading, it's number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They are always in uppercase and bold. Second level heading, they are typed in sentence case. Sentence case means first alphabet, it is typed in uppercase. First level heading, uppercase and bold, and it has a dot. You see, number 1 dot, 2 dot, 3 dot, 4 dot. Second level heading, it does not have a dot. It is typed in a sentence case. Now that's applied here. You highlight until here, because this is the last part of the sentence that we we don't number. After highlighting up here paragraph, what do we do? The last one, you see there's bullets, there's numbering, then there's multi-level list. Multi-level list, the down arrow, and then the first thing that you do, you just select the format in which you want to edit your numbering according to. Remember, when we do numbering, we need to have all the levels set in. That is why we are going to select this one, multi-level list. You just select it once. You see, when you select it, then it's going to activate numbers, but you are not done. You still need to adjust it accordingly and according to the numbering rules. Now you go back again, and then now we say define new multi-level list. Then that's where we do all the magic. Number 1, it should have a dot, and then text indent at 1 centimeter, aligned at 0. Number 2, that's the second level heading, 1.1. Number 1.1, we don't want a dot, so that is why you do this every time when you do your numbering. You delete the dots, you reduce it, it should be 1 centimeter. It should align at 0. If we have 1.1.1, we were going to select number 3. then it's going to tell you this is 1.1.1. Then you click inside. We don't want a dot. Delete the dot. It displays here. The moment you do that, it displays here. It just tell you now that you only need to set in 1 centimeter because it's not aligned with this one. So you just do that. Let's just reduce this here. Sorry guys, I've got some flu, so that's why you hear me clearing my voice a lot. So you reduce here until 0, align to 0, then say okay. Now you have your numbering. Check your ruler. It's 0 and 1. Now you are not done. We set number 1, 2. I want to check how do we number. Which one is number 1? We highlight until number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, this one's they fall such other business, elections, empty directions. This one, the one that says such, we need to put it here. It is numbered wrongly. This one is number 5. Number 5, we put it under under this one. Okay, I need to cut it. It says such. I cut it. I paste it here. Yes, that's how. Yeah, and then from there I highlight until number 4. Okay, I need to increase the indent first so that I see which one is 4.1, which one is 4.2. So this 2 is 4.1, 4.2. So you click there, number 5. Now we want to increase the indent. You increase the indent, you get 4.1. You go back again here. You increase the indent here. Then you have 4.3. Okay. So now we've got all the numbering like this. So now you highlight the first level headings. It should be bold. It should be uppercase. It's got a dot. You highlight number 5 again. It should be bold. It should be uppercase. Yes, that's how your numbering should look like. Going down. After you are done, after your last sentence, enter 2 times by order of board. It is written like that in your exercise. By order of the board. So you just type it as it is. Then enter the minimum of 4 to the maximum of 6 enters. I've done that. The name of the person who sent this and their destination. It is an uppercase and bold. Uppercase and bold. Your notice should look like this, exactly like this. So you need to know which one is which, where to place which one at what place, and then you do the numbering correctly. So this as far as your activity 3. So activity 3, model 1. This as far as this notice and agenda. Notice and agenda. Yes, this is where we're at. Yes, and then this one, it's got notice of the meeting with agenda in a letter format. This one, it's got the letter format. So it's the same. It's the same as the previous one, but now the trick is this top part that you see here. I'm not going to explain it since we are going to also do the letters. So there's a link where I'm going to share it at the later stage, where I've explained the whole part of a letter alone. I don't want to mix